Welcome back to Andersen Acres. It's a bit of a chilly day here, but the weather hasn't been that bad. A little bit overcast, but not that bad for Canada in January. But today we're hanging out inside, and I just wanted to talk about another chicken breed. I wanted to talk about the Campine. The Campine is Belgian in origin, and it's actually the cousin of the Brakel. They both developed in Belgium, but in slightly different regions, and they developed around the same time. They are different breeds, even though they look quite similar. Now, the Campine started as a simple village hen. It really wasn't much of anything, but enthusiasts refined them into an exhibition breed. A lot of this refinement happened in the United Kingdom. The hen feathering of the roosters was preferred. So when I say hen feathering, I don't mean they don't have their nice big combs or their nice big tails. I mean that a good Campine rooster lacks the sickle and the hackle feathers around the neck and off the hips that a lot of roosters have. They're more like a Seabright in their presentation. This is not to say that all Campine roosters have the hen feathering, but it is preferred. So if you have Campine roosters with hen feathering, sorry, can't even talk, but if you have the Campine roosters with hen feathering, then you do want to breed those roosters instead of the ones with the more standard feathering. The Campine Club, which no longer exists by the way, but the Campine Club was formed in around 1900. The hen-feathered silver Campines didn't appear until 1903. So these hen-feathered birds originated from eggs that were imported straight from Belgium. The male offspring that were hen-feathered were passed around to different breeders in the UK and various parts of Europe, and then bred to gold Campines to produce hen-feathered golds. Because hen-feathered is preferred, whether they're silver or gold, you do want a hen-feathered rooster if you can get them. There is technically a bantam size. They appeared in the UK in the 1950s. It's incredibly rare, and in the UK right now it's considered extinct, and it was never really recognized in the US. It's very rare to find them even in most of Europe, so they're not really shown. They kind of not really a thing anymore. The standard size Campines are really what you're going to see at shows and in other locations. The Campine Club was absorbed by the Rare Poultry Society right at the formation of the RPS in 1969. So the Campine Club simply doesn't exist anymore, but these birds, their historical nature and their preservation tends to be managed by the Rare Poultry Society. They need large grassy areas. They are good free rangers and they do not tolerate confinement well. So you do need a fairly large area to raise these guys, and you do need a lot of shade. First of all, they're quite heat sensitive, so you can't have them laying around in the sun in the height of summer. They won't make it. They're really sensitive to heat. But also, if you are raising silver Campines, which is the most common color, their feathers actually discolor in bright sunlight. So you do want to give them lots of shaded areas, lots of protection from the sun, just so your silver Campines stay quite silver instead of ending up kind of dingy yellow. You don't want that. Now they have really large tails. Even the hens have a good tail. And their tail feathers are really, really breakable. So those feathers can just snap. Because of this, if you do raise Campines, you want to give them roosting bars that are kind of far away from the wall so they don't constantly brush their tail against the wall and break them off. You can't show a rooster or a hen that has broken tail feathers. So if you are interested in showing your Campines, just be aware that their tail feathers do tend to snap off if not properly cared for. Now these days, the Campine is an exhibition bird. It's not really used for the eggs anymore because they don't lay a lot, and it's definitely not really a meat breed. They're a little too scrawny for that. So they are an exhibition breed. They're beautiful birds, but they're exhibition. They're not great layers, so they lay about 140 eggs a year, maybe 170 if you get a really, really good laying hen. That's rare. Think about more 140 to 150 white eggs a year. Decent size eggs, but still you're only going to get about 150 of them. There are two colors. There's gold and silver. Silver's the most common, and that's what you're probably going to see at shows and at auctions and sales and stuff. There is a gold Campine. They're much rarer. So if you do manage to get your hands on a breeding pair of gold Campines, excellent. You should definitely breed them because they are a lovely bird and they're not common. But that's about all you need to know about the Campine. They're lovely birds. They're quite friendly if you raise them from chicks. If you don't, if they haven't been socialized, they tend to be standoffish. But that's about it for us here at Andersen Acres. We will see you tomorrow.